More on our 2024 lead. One of the schemes to undermine the election 4 years ago involved fake electors. That's people chosen, Trump supporters, before the election who were supposed to serve as real electors if Trump won, but he lost. And at the behest of the Trump campaign, these electors signed phony certificates, falsely claiming that Trump won their states anyway, Arizona and Georgia and Pennsylvania and on and on. Trump then tried to use those fake certificates to stay in power by pressuring then Vice President Mike Pence to reject Biden's electors on January 6 in Congress and then to recognize the fake Republican ones. Republican Georgia State Senator Shawn Still is one of those fake electors. He's running to keep his state Senate seat in Georgia. He was one of the 18 indicted last year in the Georgia election interference case, along with Donald Trump, charged after he filled out paperwork claiming falsely, illegitimately, that Trump carried Georgia in 2020. Still's opponent, Democrat Ashwin Ramaswami, joins us now. Ashwin, thanks for joining us. So you worked on election security at CISA, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. You did that for more than 3 years. Then you decided to run for office for the state Senate seat. Is there something that you experienced at CISA trying to protect cybersecurity that made you feel like running for office was the next step?
Yeah, so what I saw is after the 2020 election, Donald Trump fired the director of CISA, Chris Krebs. That's the moment when I realized that more important than just securing our elections are making sure that we have people in power who are going to do the right thing. And that's ultimately why I decided to run, because what I saw was a threat to democracy was greater from my own hometown in Johns Creek. Shawn Still has been criminally indicted for trying to overturn the election results. And whereas we need folks who are going to focus on things like overturning our abortion ban, protecting children in schools. And I couldn't stand by and see my community represented by someone with such poor judgment, such poor character. Not only is he criminally indicted, he also lied about being a veteran. He's been attacking me based on my race. And I think it's very clear for our voters what the choice looks like and how we need people to focus on the future and on the issues that actually matter to our community.
In 2022, Shawn Still beat the Democratic candidate, Josh Uden, by about 10,000 votes, even though it was well known at the time that Shawn Still was under investigation for election interference. He hadn't been indicted, but people weren't unaware of the fact that there was some shady business going on with him. What makes you think that you can beat him in a way that the previous Democrat was not able to?
Honestly, because this election's about values. One is never too young to actually go and do the right thing. What we've been seeing in this district is a market shift. This district was a 48 Biden district in 2020. In 2022, Raphael Warnock won the seat by just 1 point in the runoffs. And Asian Americans in particular have gone from becoming the marginalized population in this area to now becoming the margin of victory. And for these folks, what they really care about is honesty, integrity in government. They care about ensuring we have reproductive health care and ensuring that students are safe in our schools. And those are the issues which I'm focusing on. And if you go to ashwinforgeorgia.com, you can learn more about why I'm fighting for those issues. And that's exactly what voters are seeing when they're seeing the contrast between me and my fake elector opponent.
All right, Ashwin Ramaswami, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.